fucking timing that. Yeah.
Yep. As much as
Like,
I enjoy this
anyways.
conversation about sweating, let me put on some music and we can get started.
Let's get started.
Groovy!
Groovy. What was I last playing? Probably that for a bit longer.
Close out of a game.
Maybe it was just so higher music. That it was.
Ah.
So, where we last left off, y'all were having a fun little party in the hunting grounds. After taking a week to rest while Captain Hastings made his way to the frozen north, you disembarked from the ship, all prepared for your next hunt, and reconvened with one Kiral, the Lord of Beasts. You traveled for a short time with him that day before making camp for the night, and will be picking up on the dawn of the second day. If I recall correctly, Lana used 2 spell slots to make sure that the goblin and the monk are immune to the effects of the cold.
That's correct. She casted Endure Elements on the both of them, and that lasts the whole dang day.
Perfect. So, when the two of you get up in the morning, you do not find your companion deity anywhere outside as far as you can tell. And unless any of the others wanted to wake up earlier, you are the first to awake as far as you can tell. Or at least the first two willing to wander back outside after... Well, we're not going to call it the coziest of locations.
Mika would have probably tried to keep watch, but would have been a probably slightly shorter watch than normal.
Just like for a watch from inside her tent, because fuck goddamn.
Like, I'm used to the cold, but good gods.
We...
I have a good. I have a good look of out on the clearing from the very small slit in my tent. This is fine.
Yeah. Just a little pill bunker mode.
You know, Lana, I didn't exactly take into account the space in my bag. I thought I would be wearing all this, so it's kind of hard to stuff all this in here.
Don't you have like a magic bag with like infinite space?
All right. Takes out his bag of holding, piles all his
Stuffs
clothes
his
into there.
laundry in it.
Yep. puts it back in the bag.
Ah, technology.
Ah, magic.
Well, problem solved. So this lasts the whole day?
Yep, all day long. Just make sure you catch me before I do morning prayer. Because that's when it wears off.
So I should bundle up when I go to sleep.
Yes, you do not want to be out tomorrow morning before I get back to you.
Sounds good.
The next morning, Reeves was found frozen solid.
Reeves sickle.
Well, as we're waiting for the others to wake up, do you want to run me through the whole rigmarole of the meditating thing?
Sure. Well, where is our... Shouldn't we have more people around right now, or... Like, I mean, I know Mika usually keeps guard, but I guess, you know, well, her tent's closed. Where's
fair-
Carl at? Have you seen him?
To be fair, it was really cold.
He was really cold. No, I'm not blaming. I just... Have you seen Carl? It's a little weird, isn't it?
You woke up before me, Lana.
I haven't seen him, I don't think.
Hey, Hero, you around?
You're met with the sounds of winds whipping across the frozen ground.
That's either a yes, he is somewhere, or no, he is definitely not.
Yes, that's
Well-
generally how responses work.
Well, we'll give it till the others get up, and then I guess we'll just kind of go see where they turn up. Okay.
Why are we giving until the others get up?
To go find Kirol.
Tomas is gonna walk up behind you and ask that.
Oh. No, Lana actually answers just like that, and then she like does a quick double take. It's like,
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Where's your deity?
Tomas is gonna look around and like, not here.
holy shit.
So that's two data points of evidence to suggest that Kirol is indeed not here.
3.
Who's really counting?
I am?
This is probably about
Like
when
right
Mika
now,
would-
actually.
It's about when Mika would probably pop up going, alright, when the fuck do we get out of here?
I don't know. Where's our guide?
We lost them already.
More likely he lost us, but you know, who's counting?
Oh, I'm sure
Oh,
he didn't lose us.
Nobody apparently. Alright, well,
Information that we would probably know. Did Kirol leave us to our own devices already, or
do we have a bear?
You guys set up camp last night, and the general discussion was you guys would all set out again together as a group in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Well, we could keep waiting, or we could try and set out the way we were going, but I don't know if that's a great plan.
Yeah,
I
we
would
should.
not recommend that.
Ah!
Ah!
Hello.
A voice is carried in on the wind for a moment, and then, similarly to how he appeared before, one moment he's not there, and the next, the antlered wolf appears out of the snowstorm. You're needy. Apologies, I was checking in on a few things.
No worries.
Have Reese and Wolf gotten up and joined the others by this time?
Yes.
Reese will probably be the last one to show up.
So, as you guys start tearing down your camp to depart, Kirol will speak out to you all again. I apologize for my disappearance, but I was checking in on several of my followers who have been following things a bit more closely. From what they've been able to tell me, Wrath is about a day and a half of travel by foot from here. One of my chosen familiar with you is trying to lead it south, or at the very least, prevent it from running into any of the other packs in the area for the time being.
Chosen familiar. Is Zara up here? Did she make it?
He nods at that.
Oh, that's great news.
Indeed. She seemed eager to run into you all again, so hopefully this will be a good reunion for you all.
That's gonna be really exciting when she literally breaks our spines for all the shit we've gotten into and then puts it back together because she loves us.
That would be unfortunate.
I was about to say, if anyone has any fresh scars, hide them now.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
shit.
done the best I can with you, lots.
So, and as you guys begin making your way north with his instructions, he continues to pass along what information his scouts could acquire. For your awareness, so you can properly prepare when you head into battle. This creature, the one we suspect to be tied to Wrath, Appears to have some sort of supernatural regeneration, much higher than anything reported by the others of its ilk.
Is there anything we can
Not-
do to slow that down?
Not that I've observed thus far. We're not sure if it's natural or the result of him consuming one of my chosen. It seems to be to the point that it's able to consume other creatures to build up mass. And when it requires too much, it expels it as writhing mass of flesh to depart and hunt on their own.
Pleasant.
Okay.
Though I don't suspect any of you will run into the issue, do be aware that consumption of its flesh will lead to insanity, and a frenzy that will drive you to attack those close by.
Well, that ruins my 7 Deadly Sins cookbook.
How unfortunate.
You know, I wasn't curious. Still not curious.
Reeves, what was on that cookbook? Just, out of curiosity's sake.
It was a joke. A jape, Lana.
I'm aware I was leading you into it. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was being the heel.
Oh. You know, it's been a while since I had someone to key off of.
Now, it may be hard to believe, but I was actually quite the troublemaker before I met Master Shen.
That is literally impossible to believe.
I don't see that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, not so
no.
much.
The entire party just pressing X to doubt.
Basically.
Sorry, I should have yes and. It is still a demon, right?
Yes.
Would
God, fucking finally.
would the silver stuff that Tomas makes, would that get around making the damage stick?
Okay.
Silver may have a limited effectiveness if it consumed one of mine, but cold iron would probably be more likely.
Oh yeah, the
Iron Blanche.
oh yeah, cold iron, silver. Yeah, cold iron.
Stop. Unfortunately, most of my people do not wield the weapons of such exotic materials, so we can't say for certain.
Well, the iron blanch that you made for us earlier, Tomas, there was no time limit on that, right?
Nope. No,
Okay,
Yeah,
'cause
he
I-
actually crafts those.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I think I still have one left.
I still have like 3.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got.
If
yeah, I've
there's
still got
time
2.
while we're walking, he might be able to craft more. I don't know.
Mhm.
I've looked at his inventory.
Well, let's assume cold iron, and if you can make some more of that, Tomas, we could put it to the test.
So it eats a lot of things, it heals really fast, and it makes little hunting things. That about the gist of it?
Essentially, I should note that even death will not stop its regeneration.
What will then?
Fire?
Yes, do any of you have access to large-scale fire or ice magics?
I have a fire and elemental gem.
And I can give someone's weapon fire.
That may work if you move quickly enough. At least as far as the smaller hunters go, they seem to go inert for a brief period of time while the process restarts itself. But do not leave anything unattended for too long. If we encounter any while I'm with you in my travels, we should be able to stop them without having to worry about you burning through those, but something to keep in mind should you need to deal with it more once you're on your own.
Mika, do you still have any cold iron planches?
Chris?
Sorry, I thought you said Nathan. Yeah, I still have 2, I said.
Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't hear you before. Nathan, do you have any?
I think I need.
forget the effects of like different things stack, right? If it's got cold iron and if it's something or if a weapon has cold iron, I can also throw my ember on it. Do they stack up together, or are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Cold iron only overwrites other special materials like silver and stuff,
Okay.
and vice versa. You can only use one special material at a time.
Okay.
Unless you're my fists.
Yeah, unless you're a monk, in which you essentially pour a slurry of special effects on top of your fist for free every morning. No, they just got key. Key's everything. Key solves all problem.
It's
I suppose I can keep my magical reserves reserved for fire then.
I can think through my repertoire and see if I can't come up with something that might do fire, but I'm a little tapped at the moment, keeping me and Reeves warm.
I'm
Would you
really
say-
excited.
Would you say you're holding your fire, Reese?
Sure.
I don't
I tried.
understand that reference, Reeves.
I was making a pun, but wow, y'all are a tough crowd today.
I had a rough week, Reeves.
Well, you I get. It's the rest.
Holding fire. Why would anyone hold a fire? That stuff's hot.
Reeves, the only person that would know what a gun is Mika.
It doesn't apply to just guns though.
Um,
We were on a ship with
Oh.
cannons.
wait
Also
a minute.
applies to cannons and siege weapons and things like that.
It's true.
I get.
And arrows, sometimes maybe.
Listen, sometimes I'm not smart.
It's a little brain dead
I-
today. It's okay.
Yeah.
I would just like to point out that I thought ahead of time of going to Icy Place, get fire magic, you know. Yeah, okay, thanks guys.
Good job, Sam.
You're welcome.
You did it. Congrats, team.
Also, real excited that the one spell Tomas knows is Cold Touch.
Hell yeah, dude.
Maybe if I make them even colder, they will take damage.
Yeah!
Narrator, that's not how that works. You should also be aware that one of the main reasons why I cannot join you is that it appears to have corrupted one of the divine relics. My gift to the first of the Kirali, Moonfang.
Fame. Sounds.
What's that mean?
Wait. Didn't we?
I know what that means, but Reese doesn't!
Wolf would have known what that is firsthand from all the flashbacks and the seeing that first
I'll type
full
it out,
team
Nathan.
operation. Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't we all have some idea from that joint operation?
Sounds
You would have some idea. It's a matter if your characters would remember that detail.
There you go, Nathan.
Fuck no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It sounds vaguely familiar to me, but I can't place it.
Oh,
I know Mika won't.
I mean, Sam knows, but like,
Yeah.
Alright, so it's corrupted something powerful. That's not great for us, but
That's about what I got from it.
Didn't one of the heroes in our vision have something like that?
wait,
ah,
what vision?
The one where we were dreaming as the heroes?
Yeah, no, it
Right?
does
That's what you're
sound-
referring to, right?
Yeah, what's his name?
Does sound kind of familiar, yeah.
Right, that is a thing that happened, isn't it?
Yes, How did you forget that?
To be fair, it's been a lot of stuff going on. Can only remember.
Tomas
some
likes to forget things that hurt him.
Yeah, that.
Hmm.
If you don't remember, it can't hurt you, Lana.
Yeah, well, if you don't remember, you can also.
That's not what we talked about, Tomas.
I know.
Hold on. Let's see.
Well, I guess I was the only one with something to learn from going back and retracing Master Steps, so I guess. Some people just wouldn't remember.
Mika starts flipping through her notebook.
I'll give everybody an OOC tip. It's Gunnar's weapon.
Yeah. I know that. I'm.
Oh, okay. I remember.
I was
now.
refreshing everybody else's memory. OOC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to set the stage for someone else to say.
Yes. Expect the creature to have a much larger reach than you might expect. The blade can reshape itself at will, and even reshape itself away from the handle entirely if need be, to the needs of its host.
How's that work?
Magic.
The blade itself is sentient.
What?
Oh, that's really not helpful.
No, especially not in its current state. From what I've seen, it seems to have been fused with one of the blades wielded by your order, and he looks at you as he says that, Wolf. Even in its currently unrefined state, weapons like that can be quite dangerous to fiends and creatures such as myself. To put it into perspective, the types of threats you could be dealing with, that wasn't originally a sword. It wasn't originally crafted to be armor, and simply reshaped into a sword to suit the needs of the most recent wielders.
No kidding.
I wonder if we can get it away from him. We could use it against him.
Perhaps if his bond with the weapon is weak, but so long as he is bonded to it, it will reshape and listen to him telepathically.
Will it even come back to him?
If it so wishes to.
Ooh.
Alright, well. It's like you said what? We're a day out from him?
Yep, about.
Alright, well. Sounds like we might need a plan rather than just diving in and trying to hit him. Because that sounds like that's not going to work as well as we might like.
It seems to be specialized in nothing, if not direct confrontation.
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish it specialized with nothing it for a moment. Now I was getting real excited.
How you said the blade's sentient, but how smart is this thing?
In its original state, probably about as smart as any one of you. In its current state, it's hard to tell. I have no kind of idea what kind of the effects such prolonged exposure to a fiend such as that could have on its sanity.
Okay, well, depending upon how easily we can manipulate it, we could do as the hunters do and set up an ambush.
That may be possible, especially if we have... Sorry. Especially if I'm able to get back in contact with my chosen. We may be able to have her push her into an ambush if we know where to set it up ahead of time.
I have some tools that can help with that.
We would also need decent enough bait to draw it in, right?
Correct.
Well,
Perhaps, but it is a rather simple creature.
Simple is perfect.
the sword is smarter than the creature, maybe? There's something the sword
Very
would want?
likely. The sword, at least in the last state I saw it in, does not have desires of its own other than to protect its wielder.
Well, if the beast is just concerned about doing what beasts do, I don't know, having someone look real delicious and running would probably do the trick.
Glad you volunteered, Reeves.
Well, I run the fastest, so I could also do that.
I mean, you see what I eat. It wants nothing to do with me.
Oh, well. I mean, I sure as hell can't run fast, but
I was thinking Alana when I suggested that. She runs pretty fast.
Well, I'm the fastest, and honestly, if it catches me alone, I'm probably the one with the highest chance of getting away safe, so.
Precisely.
Definitely feed it, Wolf.
We're not feeding it anything!
I kind of wonder if it might. I don't know if the sword's as smart as that, and this thing's all spooky mixed up with one of us. If it recognized somebody and maybe stop. Maybe not the creature, but the sword, perhaps.
I wouldn't bank on that. If the sword's chief function is to protect the wielder, then
Yeah.
well,
It's worth a hope. Alright, so, traps.
yes.
Kicks at the ground a little bit. I'm not sure about digging a hole, but that's a
Who said about digging? Hi, I make gadgets.
Yeah.
Well, what can you make?
Matt,
Yep.
I saw what you put in
Yeah, I was
memes.
talking about.
Wolf is also going to, during this conversation, I obviously don't myself know pro hunting strats, but he is going to offer like prime locations and shit like that for where we put bait.
Yes, it may be
Or
worth
roll.
taking a close. What was that?
Roll.
Well, we can roll a survival check. If you bring up the concept, Keyrawl can respond a bit with something along the lines of, yes, once we get close to where we'll be making camp tonight, we can take some time to scout the area and see if there's any good locations we can corner the beast more efficiently.
Alright. Would I be able to assist him with that?
Yep, you and Wolf could do that with your survival checks. That would be, you'd have to be at least trained in survival to know, to have a good idea in this kind of terrain.
Oh, well, at least trained.
Yeah. While you're looking over things, don't be too worried about visibility. I may not be able to help directly, but I do have some measure of control over the storms in this region. I can pick up a blizzard for some time after our departure to reduce its visibility. Let it stumble right into your trap without ever seeing anything that was there.
Excellent.
That would be useful.
Yeah, depending upon what we need, but if we're just looking for straight hurt, my striking snares will do just will do just a job for it.
What about that giant net you dropped on us at one time at camp? Was that a trap, or was that you just being funny?
Oh, that was a prototype. I didn't really. Well, now that I think about it,
Well, I
No,
guess it's a little...
no, there are more efficient ways to do that. I will think about that. But I also have ways for. I also have ways that if the thing tries to run, I think we could probably try to mark it with something to make it a little easier for us to track.
That'd be handy.
And there's tripping, and there's
What's
we got options.
what's the terrain around us look like? Is it real flat tundra or hilly or trees?
If you go to the hunting grounds tab, that's the general type of layout, like a snowy forest with heavy terrain elevation and de-elevations with rocky areas. So,
So,
pretty uneven, rough ground.
say dropping shit on us from a cliff
Yeah.
above or something.
Ooh, wait. There, like forest in general, or is it just a specified winter forest?
As you push more and more north, it starts to get a little more boreal, but it's just the hunting grounds is pretty much consistently under snowfall. There's some areas that are like just cold tundra plains where there's not as much snow, but this is the general terrain you've been moving through for this journey.
Okay.
So it's not the fastest, but you're making pretty decent progress with key roll there.
Alright.
Matt, I actually have a question.
Sure.
When we camp down, how long does it usually take to like find ingredient stuff and craft a potion?
You could do that with your downtime for a night, depending on how many you're trying to make.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna help Wolf then. You're on your
Okay.
own, Wolf.
I can help Wolf for survival stuff.
Oh, I think Lana's trained in survival actually, so she can also help out Wolf.
Don't make those checks yet. We can hold on to that 29 if you want, though, Wolf. Okay. Wolf 29 survival. Okay. So that's your plan. You're gonna head up to the area where you'll be making camp for the night, and then get a better idea of the terrain and see where you might have good areas to trap it.
I think so, yeah. That seems like the idea right now.
Yep. All right. So, you guys keep traveling north for a bit then, with that intent. And after a little bit of time, we're going to shift to this zone. Second. Alright, do you see the Blizzard Forest tab?
Yes.
Alright, head over there for me.
I didn't realize there were tabs up there with different maps.
I love this
Yeah.
fucking thing we use, man. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I would not have been on that world map if I had known that.
Yep. If you hop to the hunting grounds real quick, you can see what the type of terrain looks like before heading into Blizzard Forest.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright.
Blizzard Forest.
Mine is having some issues loading.
It takes a little bit. Theoretically.
Mine's stuck at 90%.
Same.
Yeah, sometimes it has some issues moving between maps. It'll take a second. It's
Yeah.
usually like the first time you load in, I think.
Hmm.
Good old
Alright.
connection bottlenecks.
Ooh, I see.
I just tabbed on over and it didn't like that, so just stay on your tab.
I see a cliff. At least a ridge.
Where are my
This is the
feet?
same issue I had last week trying to get to the hunting grounds map.
Yeah, I think it doesn't like loading into the zones the first time. Seems to chug on that between our connections.
I'm gonna reload and see and try it again because it's not even trying to load now.
Alright, I see Lana in there now.
Yep. It's loading up a little bit.
Alright.
Mine went to 100%, but now it's just a gray background.
Same.
Oh. Yep, I see it now.
Did it just take a while?
It took, yeah, it just took a while.
I'm still loading half the map on mine.
Curious.
Is it half the map, or are you just on the edge of it?
I'm pretty sure it's just half the map because it cuts off at Lana.
Oh no, Lana's just at the edge of the map.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, yep, there's one more. I just gotta get Sam over here.
Stop!
I believe in you,
let
Sam.
Let me move rooms. I'm in the bad room for internet.
That might be it. Yeah, the one problem with this is it doesn't have a central server host, so if we don't have an amazing connection, some things can be a pain.
Right, because we're connecting directly to you, yeah?
Yeah, you're connecting directly to my router.
Should I refresh it when I move
Shit.
to, or?
If it's not loading, try hopping to a different tab and then to Blizzard Forest.
Oh, yep, you are correct.
What's up?
No, I just saw that Lana was hanging out in the corner now.
Yeah.
No, I thought the exact same thing until I like moved my mouse over. I'm like, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, it loaded?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just grabbing my stuff real quick.
Alright. Oh, alright. The settings. I'm just checking some resource settings. There we go. And you have full visibility into Percy's sheet, right, Bit?
I do.
Okay. It's so funny opening up his sheet and just seeing him staring at me. Because the background is his fucking token.
Eh?
If you double click his thing to open up the sheet, just like the like low transparency background is just Percy's token.
Oh my
It's
god.
just this giant blown out fucking picture of him. Bless his heart.
Why is his level -1?
It's because I originally pulled him from a level -1 creature.
Hmm.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, like animals that have like 3 HP and stuff
Oh,
like
gotcha.
that. Like things that will literally explode from 90% of level 1 hits.
He doesn't have his things.
It's what?
His
Oh,
little
his
abilities.
actions. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
We gotta add those in after, but
Cute little icon.
yeah.
He's a cute baby.
Alright. So, as you guys are traveling north with Kiral, what are you guys doing as you're traveling?
Shivering.
Mood?
Not shivering.
Being very like on edge, like trying to keep an eye out.
Alright.
While we're traveling, can I keep an eye out for crafting herbs?
Sure.
Reeves is just going to get a sense of what the environment is like. Since they're setting up traps, he wants to be able to hide them well with what the forest actually looks like.
Alright. Mika and Lana, what are you guys doing?
Probably just
Assisting. wherever needed. I'm not sure I can do much specific here other than
Can I tell Mika what herbs to look for?
Sure.
I can certainly try.
And Lana, what are you doing?
Probably just like keeping watch, making sure nothing kind of sneaks up on the group or anything like that.
Alright. Lana and Wolf, roll me perception checks. Reeves, roll me perception or crafting. Tomas and Mika, roll me perception or nature.
Ooh, spicy.
Alright. Character sheet. Oh.
Perception.
Sorry, I'm still trying to.
No problem.
25.
Alright.
There it is.
33
Alright.
for crafting.
Paula.
Not a bad roll either.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
Alright.
Scratch that 23 on perception. My sheet, the Foundry sheet has it at perception at 22 when it should be 20. I think.
Oh, it's because of the
The initiative thing.
the illusion and lies thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Wolf and Lana and Tomas, you get the sense that something's slightly up here, and Wolf, as you're approaching, you sense 4 figures lurking at the edges of the current clearing you guys are in. Around here. 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 And here.
Everyone,
Tomas, you don't know exactly where they are, but you feel like you're being watched. Reeves, you're finding some pretty good spots to lay traps, but you feel like something's off about the scenario. Mika, you found one of the herbs.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay.
This one.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Mika. Do you feel that?
Something feels off.
No one move.
What?
Huh?
Ahead. Curious if
Yeah.
they have the spot, I'm gonna try to keep this
You're kind of garbled.
You are very
Well-
garbled.
Why is it every time I join this Discord, my Discord just shits the bed? Hold on.
You're fine right there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Any better?
Yes.
Well, it's gonna hold you guys and just try to get us to stop so we can catch them before they catch us, type of deal.
Alright. Wolf, you are the only one that sees these positions.
Do
Oh,
I
they're
have?
fluffy.
Oh dear.
Do I know if they are taking, like, nowhere here, or are they like just kind of just?
You can see them watching you all. They don't seem to be looking at you directly, so they don't. They might not know they've been spotted yet, but they're lying in wait at the moment.
Wolf is gonna wave. Tomas and Reeves.
Up to you.
He's,
Are these trees or bushes?
Yeah.
also one knee.
So you can't stand in the 2 squares directly south of Wolf.
Oh, okay. I can't move my
Why
token.
can't I? Yeah, I can't move me either.
Oh, did I not give you guys fucking token permission?
I think you're paused.
Oh, right.
Someone else will slide right up. Oh, there's 2 of us.
Cool.
Reeves, Tomas.
What's up?
4
Hi.
figures ahead watching us.
Oh, great.
Point at him.
Wolf points at them.
Oh. God,
You might want to get a good position before this gets rough.
What?
We don't really have squad signals, so I don't know what to wait with the rest of you, but I don't.
Should we kick things off? Is that what you're suggesting?
Can Mika see me through the tree? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, Mika. Actually, Wolf's just gonna walk over to you. Can I cut through this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
canopies.
Mika, we got 4 figures ahead. I think you and I should take point. See what's going on.
Alright, can do. For what? For anything?
4 figures.
Alright, gotcha.
Moss will look behind him to like Lana and Reese. Like, Wolf said he found people in like those areas. He's gonna point at them again.
Wait. Good,
Can
good know.
Reeves set down a snare as they're preparing?
Sure, I'll give you all a round to prepare.
Do I get the sense that they are demons and I would get a free hunt target?
When you roll initiative, you have your demon sense tingles.
Oh, cool.
Was actually gonna activate his stance.
Yeah,
Oh,
Reeves
yeah.
is going to deploy a large striking snare here.
1 sec. Where was that?
Here. To trigger and kind of cover that.
Ooh.
So where was it?
Hmm?
What squares was it in?
These ones. It's large.
Okay. Come on. Close enough. Okay. Alright, anybody else taking any prep actions?
Lana preps by punching her knuckles and hopping up and down.
Alright.
Uncle Moss will
Got
pull
the
his
shield
bow
hammer
out.
Reese is going to tuck Percy away.
Yep. Percy goes into the safety dimension.
Where he can finger paint in peace.
Aww.
Percy
I just
will
imagine Reese having like a little fridge with all the artwork his familiar has done for him. Just pinned on the fridge.
The fridge is his sleeves.
Aww.
Combat. There we go. Alright. Everybody done everything they need to? Where the fuck did Tomas go? Oh, okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
How dense are the trees? They're gonna provide like some cover, but would I still be able to shoot? Or is it like
Yes.
full cover, can't see them?
Yeah, they're not like giant ass, like 5-foot thick trees.
Okay.
They're like normal ass trees.
Okay.
And it's relatively sparse, so.
Okay, so they'd probably still get like a covering bonus, but I could still see them enough to shoot at them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, everybody good to begin rolling initiative?
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
So yeah.
Then let us begin combat.
Wolf yells, Redeemers forward!
You guys get the
Point.
0.5?
I think it applies their dexterity bonus as a point modifier.
Oh, I just rolled perception, not initiative. I don't know if that should be fine.
Perception.
Perception is initiative.
Initiative.
Well, I didn't know if there was an initiative box to add me to the turn counter.
Gotcha.
Nico,
Oh.
what's your initiative?
My initiative is my modifier
Yeah.
plus 22.
Okay, because mine's not registering as 22 for some reason. I feel like it should be, because I have the same thing you have.
Oh, gotcha. I'm rolling an actual dice and just looking at the sheet for that. So I've got my
Yeah,
I have my PDF top too to kind of refer to. So
Yeah.
Alright. What did you guys roll? 38 for Mika.
Yikes, man. What's these high ass rolls?
maybe Dents is a brick, but occasionally she does something right.
Tomas just likes killing demons.
Jesus Christ, Tomas.
I rolled a nat 20.
That'll do it. Then Keyroll, my boy. What's your initiative at? Haha. You ready to get dunked on?
Yeah.
Alright.
Listen, I got close.
And thus combat begins.
It's when I roll initiative that I get the thingy, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Also,
put... Oh, go ahead.
as a part of Wolf's prep round, I'll let you all take the 5-foot step if you want it.
And this is a bush we can't step into?
You can't step into the square to the right of Tomas or southeast of Tomas.
In that
Just
case, I'll
because
just
that's
kind
like a
of
tree trunk.
scoot on up then.
Alright, what about oh come on, can I?
Well, in that case, Lana would probably spend her prep round just kind of getting like right in here, just to kind of be a little bit more open-ended.
Reeves points out his trap to her.
Yep.
Is that section to the right of Mika branchy, or is that okay?
Yeah, and pretty much any tile where you see just like almost pure wood, you
Okay.
can't walk into.
Okay, so that was probably.
Can you
okay then.
stop? Okay. Alright. Let's do measuring. Alright.
Oh,
So-
there it is.
Almost in a blink, Keyroll is going to step dash, disappear into the snow, and then appear over here. I can't fucking see. There we go. And start mauling this man. So, as he comes out of the snow effect, he just digs his antlers into the side of the creature, picks it up, and just throws it into the rock wall behind it to start off combat fun.
What a baller.
Next up is Tomas, and let me swap over this music.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
This is fighting music. I don't know what you're talking about.
So his free hunt target's gonna go on the one to the very like north left.
Alright.
And Tomas is gonna lift his bow, and he's gonna like quietly whisper to himself. He's like, "Ruan, you better be fucking right about this." And like standing right behind Reese, he's going to start singing. Audibly,
Fire Emblem!
and
Fuck yeah! What a banger.
Sorry. Did you say it?
oh, he's just gonna start singing like an old elven tune. And then he's immediately going to start shooting off his shots. And so the first thing he did is bardic accompaniment. So Vit,
Yeah.
if I click this, does it pop? Does it pop
It should.
up on? I don't know how to make it show up on the thingy mat,
Hold on.
so that Vit can read it. Can I just drag it there? No.
You have to click the icon for it. Where is it?
Oh, there it goes. There you go, Vit. You get that.
Let's see here. Holy shit! I'm too
Boyfriend.
powerful.
And then, so Tomas is like, he's very much like loudly singing behind you because somebody told me it has to be heard.
Yep. You fucked, idiot.
And
Alright,
then
Sam.
I'm gonna, yeah.
I'll just say you have to actually sing the entire time.
No.
No.
Why is there a yellow S?
That's
That's
the
the
snare.
snare.
Okay. Sorry. I missed that.
And then,
You got 2 actions left.
yeah, I'm gonna do a hunted shot and a normal shot.
Alright. Roll me 3 hits then.
A 31.
Hit.
Ooh. A 36.
Crit.
Ooh, that one misses. That one's very much misses.
Okay. So hit
I
the
rolled a
crit.
natural 2. Okay. Okay. And then I have to do the electric,
Yes.
right?
It should roll when you roll damage and crit.
Oh, the 1d6 is my electric, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so if we click on him. There we go.
I just turned it off. Yeah.
Alright. That it, Sam?
Yep, that's it.
Alright. Next up is the boy's turn. What's your movement speed, sir? I thought it was 120 feet for a second, and I was very concerned with why I did this. Okay. Alright. Seeing Reeves and nothing else because he's a blind, dumb motherfucker. What does that snare do, and what saves do I need to make?
You'll need to be a. Well, if he gets caught, a DC 27 basic reflex.
That's a 26. Just shy.
Oof. Okay. He takes 42 points of piercing damage as he steps on the one of the wires to activate the trigger. Just a bunch of sharp blades just erupt out of the device.
Oof. Yep. So you guys just see this thing skewered as it steps over the snare, and it limps to a stop and pulls itself together just in time before it drops to one arm to get a slash across Reeves' chest. Sorry, Abe tries to sink its teeth into Reeves' arm.
That's
Fucking damn it.
Reeves like, haha! Oh no!
I'm a genius! Oh no!
So,
I'm a
that's actually
genius.
not bad. Okay.
I'm just Leard.
All right. So, it just sinks its teeth into Reeves' arms before Reeves finally manages to slip his arm out, bleeding into the snow. Like, goddamn it, ow. All right.
I've been hoisted by my own hubris.
And thus are they bleeding together like the true friends they are. Mika, you're up.
Oh shit, so is this thing actually stuck in the snare, or did it...
It's not stuck, it just has a bunch of sharp objects jammed into it now.
Gotcha, okay, and let me see here. Trying to actually read something here rather than use it. Let's see if it lets me read. Okay. Alright, seeing large thing is now in our midst. I'm gonna try something.
Alright.
If I can get there. I am going to boulder roll that away, although I don't know how to make it. Yeah, I'm gonna boulder roll my way up to here.
Athletics save. Oh, fortitude save against your athletics DC. That was not very good. What's your athletics?
It is. I am trying to find it. My athletics is a plus 18.
Oh, athletics. I'm dumb. Okay. So that's a 28. And it rolled a 22. So
I get in its space and shove it back.
Yep.
I think is what that
So,
does.
as you're trying to pull yourself free from it, you get a moment of pressure relief before Mika tackles into the thing and throws it off of you, Reeves. And it takes your level plus strength modifier.
Yes. And my strength modifier is plus 4.
Alright. So it takes 14 damage.
And last thing, I guess last action will be just to take a smack at it. Let's try and let Pathfinder do that for me. If we can do this right.
Alright.
Herb dirt.
That's a hit.
Alright. Let's see if the damage comes up correctly. I'm not sure that's... I'm guessing.
I think we
Yeah,
just
you
need
just
to add
roll
your
it.
weapon specialization.
Yeah, so it needs... Yeah, it's supposed to be 2d8 plus 3 and 3. Oh, what is my strength mark? Yeah, so yeah, do you see that? 3 more points to that.
Okay.
Confirming against the PDF, making sure I didn't miss something.
Yeah. Okay, so we apply that.
My 2d8 sucked.
Yeah, that just happens from time to time. Let me pull something up to fix that. If we go to class features, weapon, specialization, I think.
What Fire Emblem is this from? I know it's
Three
Fire
houses.
Three.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
three houses. Roll damage again for me. I want to make sure that applied properly.
Where's damage roll? Oh. There we go. Got.
Hey, there
Okay.
we go.
There we go.
Yep. We just had to add the specialization feat. Luckily, that tracks properly.
Cool.
Okay.
Thought I had that already. Cool.
All right. So after Mika, we got Reeves. What
Reeves
would you
is
like to do?
Reeves muttering to himself is like, okay. He's going to level his crossbow at the thing now that he has some breathing room, and is going to fire some shots.
All right. Roll me that hit.
27.
That's a hit.
And flat-footed, precise.
Alright.
And then we're going to try again. Probably
That
not.
unfortunately is a miss.
Okay. And then he is going to do battle assessment on the thing.
Alright. Can you click that skill for me? Should be under your feet. Just click on the icon for it.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you. Roll a secret perception check. Alright, and Reeves' perception is 18 against their deception or stealth. Alright. From what you can tell, the way these things' flesh is slowly knitting itself together, it looks like it has some form of regeneration abilities, as Kirol previously described.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you've seen some stuff similar to this before with some of the Revenant you fought up to this point, and the creatures that inhibited this type of behavior were usually oddly flammable and susceptible to flame-based damage.
Okay. So just confirming what Kirol told us before.
So it seems not only might that be a good way to dispose of the bodies, if they get hit with it while alive, it could be extra powerful.
Okay. Alright.
And what was the other one had? Also, due to the environment it's in, while they're alive, they seem to have immunity to cold damage. Alright.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alright. Next up, we got another friend. He is going to charge at Kirol. Try to get a nip in there. Kirol this shifts forms into something else to dodge the bite and reappears over here. And then just locks the thing's face in its antlers so it can't get at him for the second bite. Lana, you're up.
Alright. One action is going to see Lana skate up over here.
God, I love monks.
She just move.
Yeah.
And then her second action is going to be the brandishing of Dawnblade, the lighting up of Key, and she's going to go ahead and do that Key Strike Flurry and pump it all full of positive damage.
Yep.
And we're going to see how we hit. Swing 1, swing
Crit.
2. Oops, -4. So, probably a big
crit and a
miss.
miss.
Okay. Where's the damage toggle for Key Strike again? Is it just this Key Strike button, or?
The key under your action list, there's a little key strike checkbox above your strikes.
Oh, yes. So now I'll hit damage.
Hell yeah. And then I can apply that critical.
Oh, do you want me to hit the critical button, or no? Never mind. You got it.
Yeah. You don't have any critical only effects, so it's not something you need to worry about.
Yeah, true.
Alright. So,
And it needs to make 1 fort save, please.
we'll see. Alright.
It'll be surprising, but it definitely totally saved.
What? Alright. It
I'm
looks
sure-
like it's on its last legs.
Okay. Third action. Is this guy up here hidden behind the trees?
Oh, wait, you did positive damage?
I did positive damage.
Haha, lol.
You're dead now.
Where's the button? He did.
Yay! So Lana just kind of like runs Dawnblade through its spine and just kind of like rips it out with like a beam of white.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is this thing up here obscured in vision, Matt?
It is not.
Oh,
You
okay.
can-
So,
You can't stand there because it's too low, but you can get underneath those branches.
well, can she see it?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, she's just gonna turn around and kind of look at it and just go, uh-oh, and she'll cast shield on herself.
All right. There we go. All right. You defeated. Okay.
My snare actually helped.
Dude, that snare.
Yay!
Dude, you did like
Yeah.
fucking 70 to 80 damage to that thing. That's baller.
No, snares are good when you have time to prep for them.
Yeah, it's that a lot of the times Reaps doesn't.
Yeah.
But that was great though.
All right, Reese, you are up. What would you like to do? Be aware you do have one free verbal action.
That means
Oh.
a free song per turn, yeah?
Yep. So every turn that Tomas gives you, you have one free action.
He's your backup singer.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's legit what it is. Ruron told Tomas that it's something that baby bards and troops did for the big bards.
Gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So were we specifically told that these things would regenerate even though they were quote unquote dead?
Yes, but Rawl said he'll handle the ones while he's with you.
Okay. Cool. Can I see any of these things aside from the dead one next to me?
You can see the one north of you.
Cool. Cool.
Other than that, you just see Key Rawl fucking curb stomping one in the corner.
I hate my life.
Yeah.
Matt saw me whip out the ruler and then sigh.
What distance were you looking for?
30.
Yeah, you can't even double step to that. That's rough.
Like, there's kind of... Well, I could. Maybe?
If you step
No.
inside of this thing,
Yeah, because if
it's
I
5 foot and
diagonal...
5 foot. Yeah.
Ew, I'd have to stand on the carcass. Gross.
Stand on the carcass for tactical fucking strategy.
Yep.
Dead on the carpet.
Well, first off, I'm going to... wombo combo some Inspire Courage. Oh gosh. It's been not that long, but I still don't remember how to use this thing.
You
I
can
got
click
it.
on the icon to see what it is, but yeah. There we
There's
go.
my performance check for the first one, which is the one that makes it stronger, sorry. And
Yep.
Lingering's the second one.
Alright, let me check both these.
That Lingering was not very good. I think I rolled a natural 4.
You did.
I was really sad. I looked at the crit that I got, and all my damage dice were ones. And I'm like, I should not have looked.
So you popped your lingering and you crit your Inspire Courage.
I crit my Inspire Courage?
Yep.
That's +3, right?
Yes, it is.
Enjoy +3 to your damage and your to hit, guys.
Hell yeah.
And give all of our friends. Lana's so inspired.
I can't double step because
Can't.
no, because I only did one action.
I thought you had Elf Step.
Oh, that's right. Hello.
Yeah, you got them long elf legs.
Why can't I move my character? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Reese is gonna put a foot on the carcass.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it. And then he's gonna cast Blistering Invective at... We'll just do it normal. That's fine.
Alright.
Fuck you, fuck this, also fuck this.
I forget if that's a save. Expand.
Yeah, you can also click on the icon of it and it'll pop it into the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a... Is it a dexterity save? Hello? Will save. It's a will save. So the one north of me. That succeeds.
Yeah, they've been rolling
think-
high on their saves.
Assholes. That's
Hey,
okay.
It's not a crit.
They still take half damage, and they're taking persistent fire damage. So they take like 5 or 6 damage.
Guys, I want to hurt things.
That's mood.
I'm
buddy.
sorry. I'm sorry you rolled shittier than Reese.
Wow, dude, thanks.
He just has the lowest initiative score of the whole party. Pat's wolf.
There we go.
Wolf's time will come.
Alright. Alright. Anything else?
That is it for me.
Alright. So, this boy is going to ignore the curb stomping happening next to him to not deal with that. Okay. Let's make athletics check. Alright. Actually,
Haha, I'm in danger.
When aren't you in danger?
we.
Great question. Oh,
This
you're
guy's
not the
gonna
one in
do a
danger.
Sprint at
Oh.
you, and then do a lunging bite at Lana. Why am I rolling it on the table? That's silly. We can do this instead.
Alright.
Oof.
That's fine, that's a hit.
Alright. Taking the damage or popping the shield?
Lana's gonna pop her shield, yeah.
How much does the shield reduce it by?
Let me check my Lana notes section. I have it written there. 19 damage.
Okay, so Lana takes 4 damage.
Yeah.
How spooky.
And that also ate her reaction.
Alright. And that is its turn. So, Wolf, now it is your turn to commit violence.
Hey guys, how's it going? Wolf here.
Today I'm gonna show you how to sever a flesh beast. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you want to see more high-octane wolf action.
I wasn't gonna make it that far, but I appreciate it. You went for it. I respect it.
You gave me the intro.
Does that pathing work? It kind of looks like it did it for me.
It does. Yeah. It highlights the squares that you would walk to get there.
Okay, I'm just gonna sudden charge there.
Alright, roll me that hit. That's what we like to call a hit. Roll me that damage.
Why is that so high?
Alright. Alright. And you got 1 action left.
I think we're gonna hit again, actually.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we like to see it. Alright, roll me that damage. Alright. Starting to look a bit rough.
Wolf's with you, Lana. Don't worry.
Speaking of rough, seeing the tomfoolery that is a man with that greatsword. Let's see how much movement this is. 20. That's easy.
Bring it, bitch.
Wow.
Alright. So, it's going to run up and do a lunging bite. I really need to remember not to do that. Does a 30 hit?
Yes.
So that's 28 damage to the wolf.
His life is so hard.
Alright. And then what is...
God, I have a lot of fucking health.
Oh, whoops.
Must be nice.
I'm sorry if a fucking monster flicks you, you're dead, okay?
Wow!
Got him. Alright.
I say being the only party under 100 HP.
I thought these beasts would be savaging us, not each other.
Haha. Funny memes. Hey, Wolf.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Can I have you, Can I have you roll me a reflex saving throw real quick?
What the This thing has a breath weapon?
Yeah, it does.
10d6?
Oof.
Yeah, I hope you roll high.
You said reflex, right?
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Well, that'll do it.
You see its throat and neck bulge for a second as it massively inhales air, and your instincts kick in, and you just barely duck to the side and push its head down as this torrent of icy flames burst from its mouth and just flash freeze the ground where you pointed its head.
This feels like revenge for something.
Not today, beastie.
This feels like a little bit of revenge for a certain fight where Matt got mad because of the type of damage.
What?
No.
Oh, get the set.
Oh.
When
Get
her
the
eye
set's a
laser
bitch
beam
bet.
did cold. Huh?
Get this, that's a bitch a bet, okay? Alright. And with that, we're back to the boy at the top. He's gonna quickly glance over in you guys' direction to see how things are going, and after a moment, Reese, you hear a recommendation to not move forward for a second as the winds coalesce around the thing that you are standing on top of, and you lift your foot as its body begins to freeze over into a solid pillar of ice.
Cool! Puts his foot on the ice instead.
Yep. And then Kirol looks back at this thing. His body shifts again into something almost akin to a combination of a wolf and a gorilla as he just picks this thing up by the head and just slams it into the ground and then into the rocks behind it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Matt making a furry god? Never.
What? I would never. Alright. Tomas, you are up.
Okay.
The one that you have hunt targeted on is the one north of Wolf. Also, Reese, tick your persistent damage on it.
I'm glad I can just click a button for that.
Yep.
Where is it? Beep!
The one north of Wolf is my hunt target.
Yes.
So I can. What you're telling me is I can get a nice line through them with my hunt target at the back.
Yeah. Also, I forgot this guy takes an extra 20 damage because it really doesn't like being on fire.
Reeves gives a sage nod.
Alright. So what are you doing, Tomas?
Smells gonna suck in a deep breath. He's like, Reese, I hope this is actually fucking helping. He's gonna keep singing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good. And then he's gonna use penetrating shot. And he's gonna shoot clear through both of those.
Alright.
That's my last. It's my 2 actions, so I hope this fucking hits. Matt,
Yeah.
36.
That's a hit.
+3.
Oh, plus
Plus
3.
3.
So yeah, that's a crit.
Your damage is
So-
+3, +2.
Roll damage only once and apply it to each creature you hit.
Jesus. Fucking.
Oh dear.
What the fuck?
Isn't that +6 too? So it's like 56 damage. Memes!
She rolled near max on her base damage, and the electricity was a high roll as well. Oh boy.
Hi.
Alright.
Moss just did 112 damage in one fucking hit.
112.
Wait, is
Reese
it
is
with the-
+3 to damage.
That's auto applied in here. It's by
Oh,
her.
is
Okay.
it?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind. I did
Never mind.
100 damage.
And your hunt target is pinned to the ground.
Yeah. So have fun with that, Wolf.
Pinned.
The one north of you is pinned. And that is my turn.
Yep.
That one is having a really rough time right now.
Yeah, he's not having a good day. Alright, Mika, you're up.
That was impressive.
Yep.
I'm
Alright.
so excited I got to use that.
Oh, Matt. Sorry, real quick. Did my lingering work?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, I'm right there, yeah. So I can get over there, charge up to this that sir with a sudden charge.
You're
you
on
might want to go one
Lana.
more step north, because you're currently inside Lana.
What?
You're on Lana.
Not according to mine.
Hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
Say, Lana was still showing down below for me, so, alright. Yep, gonna go ahead and do a sudden charge and take a swing.
Alright, roll me a hit.
Alright, try it through here.
That's a crit.
Must have been a natural 20. Yeep. Alright,
Alright,
so...
roll me that critical damage.
Do I just click the critical button? Does that do that automatically?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All our good luck is going to this.
Oh, Alright.
I think that's correct, yeah. 2d8 plus...
Yes. Alright, they are looking on the verge of death.
Jesus, Loki.
And I guess I'll strike again with my last action.
Alright, roll the hit.
Done?
That's not one.
No.
Yep, apparently
The system giveth, the system taketh away.
I can't believe how loud Loki is being right now.
He's so mad.
What's he mad about?
I don't know. I'm
Alright.
just trying to go pee.
Reeves, you are up.
Reeves will fire one shot at the very injured fellow.
Alright.
31,
That's a hit.
37,
That'll do it. Okay.
And does he have line of sight to the other?
After that one collapses, yeah.
Okay. 26.
Hits because of Wolf.
Cool.
Oh! Haha, I forgot. Hold on.
Hmm?
I forgot the effect of Wolf's aura. Where is it?
So my sheet says I have Dread Martial Stance, but I should only have the normal Martial. I haven't.
You
got
picked up
Martial
Dread
yet.
Martial stance.
I didn't.
Because you had an extra feat point to put into something afterwards, so you also picked up one of the stance options.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't I supposed to roll for my stance then and get like benefits to it?
Oh shit, yeah, roll me an intimidation check to see if it's critical or not. Okay, so it's just normal. So you still have your normal, like, 15-foot martial aura. Which has a 10-foot martial aura, sorry. Oh, Tomas was not in the aura when they crit, unfortunate. That is something to keep in mind. If you stand within 10 feet of Wolf and deal a crit, your target gets frightened 1 automatically.
Okay, but let's be honest. Wolf is
Tomas
always
will never be next to
Wolf
Tomas.
is so far away.
Yeah. Okay. Did you roll your second hit yet, Reeps? Sorry.
I did. It's 32 damage.
Oh, okay. Right. So close. So close.
And he has 1 shot left, so he's just gonna empty his clip.
Alright. Can we pray?
22.
What is your AC currently with all your modifiers on? Unfortunately, that is still not enough to hit him.
Boo. Oh well.
Alright. And you just hear the tink of your clip running dry. Alright. Boy in the southeast is going to have a slap fight with God for a little bit. I'll deal with that in the background. Lana, what do you want to do?
Take a wild guess.
Do you want to do the monk thing?
Mom gonna do the monk thing. She's gonna cruise on up here.
Yep.
And her sword's gonna glow all positive again.
Yep.
And she's gonna go rat to tat.
Alright. Hit and then a crit.
Alright. Damage. Critical.
Alright. He is very dead. And we take those. No, not Lana.
Thornmail, bitch!
Lana punches the thing and just explodes into red mist.
Oh.
Sometime I like that. Sometime I like that on this bitch of an earth.
And by the time any of you can turn your attention to where this boy is over here, I'll save you all the time and effort. There's only one way that battle was going to turn out. And after he wraps up his combat, Kirol shifts back to normal and icicles the remaining corpses for us, so we don't have to worry about them coming back.
We could also probably burn them. If we really wanted to.
Do you have a renewable means of burning them?
Nope.
Well, this guy probably burned to ash afterwards because he still had the burning tick on him, but...
Yeah.
Nope, but I realized something while looking them over. They kind of remind me of Revenant.
To an extent, yes.
What are these things?
They appear to be some sort of growth generated by wrath.
I'm sorry, did you just describe them as a growth?
That's what he's spitting out?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Mika,
Right? Oh.
I have a boo-boo.
Okay.
It's kind of
This is-
large.
It
Gonna
is a little large.
Reese is gonna sit on the one he was previously standing on, and he's gonna refocus.
Yep. Lana's gonna sit down and have herself a refocus too.
Alright,
Patch himself up.
let me
So
Lots
do
of
not
going
roll your
on.
heals yet.
Oh,
Okay.
So as Kirol heads back to you all, and you all sit down to begin refocusing and gathering your gear and applying any medicine.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No.
Hello, sir.
You hear the sounds of snow crunching under heavy armor to the south of you. And as you look back to the source of the noise, you can see 4 Silver Order Knights watching over you from the cliffside. 2 of them appear to be heavily armored and bearing large tower shields. The other 2 bear large charged great swords standing nearly as tall as they are, currently planted into the earth on either side of them as they watch over you all.
Oh, I don't like
see.
the look of that.
Yep.
For the love of God.
Those like the fancy silvers, huh?
Upon seeing their arrival, Kirol turns his attention to them. And you hear one of them call out, Kirol, Lord of Beasts. We come on behalf of Ethos, asking that your followers join our order until the threat of the incursion is dealt with. We have not received any reply from you thus far, so Ethos determined that we should be dispatched directly to hear your word. You hear a thought echo through the air, as if spoken through mouth unmoving. My people have never been welcome alongside the others before. What about the situation has changed that? Ethos and Eber wish to make amends for the previous misgivings against the Kirali. Once their service ends, they will be welcomed in as equals amongst the other races. You hear almost a scoff-like noise in the air. I'm unsure what's more insulting. That your masters believe my chosen should be the only race that have ever had to earn the right to exist freely in society, or that you believe that their will is mine to give away as I please. I'm not so fickle as to use my followers as bartering tokens, unlike your masters. One of the Silver Order steps forward for a moment. That was not a request, that was an order, Lord of Beasts. Ethos demands subservience from all of his people. Ah, so are the Kirali finally his creations now. What a change of tune. I do not fear your masters. Ethos's light will not pierce my storms so long as I draw breath, and he will find the rest of the world burnt to ash before this land bends to the will of the sun.
Wow, Kirill's kind of giving him what's what, huh?
I'm starting to really like Kirol.
As he should.
I mean, he's dealt with Phelan for all these years.
You feel the winds start to pick up, and the temperature begins to drop in the air. I recommend you leave. Unless your wish is to be entombed here until your masters regain your sense, and you're free to walk back to your old lives. In response, the Silver Order members only reach for their weapons.
Shield.
Ah,
Boy.
great.
Yeah, it's some combatants. Alright. I need everybody to re-roll me some initiative for combat round 2.
Find yourself bobbing
There
your
you
head.
go, sir.
Oh my. There's my natural 20, everybody.
Alright, Vit,
We're
you
very
ready?
proud.
Vit, are you ready?
Yeah.
This shit right here.
Yep. I wasn't
I'm
gonna
ready for that
say
shit
it,
right
but
here.
I eventually was like, I'm ready for that nat 1, and then it was a nat 1!
Did you get another 20 tomorrow?
Yup.
Wait, can you hear? I shouldn't hero point that. Never mind. Can you even hero point initiative?
You can.
You can, in theory,
Yeah.
hero point any 20 roll.
Why would you
Oh,
hero
okay.
point initiative?
No, I was not actually going to do it. I was just curious if it was possible.
Oh man. I feel like I
Alright.
cursed you, Nathan.
Yeah, you did.
Lana, you are the last one.
I didn't
Oh
even
no, I
know it.
rolled.
No, because I didn't
I
want
got
to
like a
say it.
34. Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a perception check. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. I can update it here.
I think that's the highest initiative Reese has ever rolled.
And it's out of spite. It's like all these fucking bitches.
I think this is the lowest I've ever been.
We're looking
I
at
mean,
one
you were
does,
probably lower at like level 1.
Oh, true.
Alright. So, Kirol spends his first turn focusing on altering the weather, and it picks up into a heavy blizzard around the fringes. The center lower area where you guys are fine, he's making the upper cliff sides completely fucking abysmal to be in. So heavy winds, heavier snowfall, and rapidly dropping temperatures.
What a good boy.
He's fucking done with this shit.
the winds won't affect our ranged weapons, will it?
Not yet. Another round and you won't be able to fire into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, 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 wow.
Sorry. I'm just applying the cold damage to all of them. Alright. Whoops. Alright, Tomas, you are up.
Tomas is gonna be like, oh god, not more of this. He's gonna target the southern red boy.
Yep.
He's gonna start singing again.
Yep.
Moss suffers.
He suffers, and then he's
You got
gonna
one
take,
action left.
He's gonna take 2 shots.
Alright.
That's a 23
Oh.
and a 36.
36 hits.
Damage.
Alright.
Would we have been able to refocus or no?
No, you did not have 10 minutes.
Didn't think
we
so.
have 1 minute.
No.
No.
Mika was getting her bandages out of her bag,
Yeah,
and then
I
was
hadn't
like, and Reeves is like, ah.
Yeah. It was essentially they were like watching you fight and approached after you guys were like heading back to regroup.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright. So, Shield Bearer Chan here.
Shield Bearer Chan.
Oh, woo.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh.
Where is it?
Purifier Kun.
Yep. What's the range on this? Oh, it's literally to an area you can see within 120 feet. Okay.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
What,
So-
what level spell is that? Fourth? Jesus.
Alright. So the Guardian raises his shield and pulls back his weapon as if he's about to swing, and then he disappears from sight and appears directly in front of you, Lana.
Oh shit!
And he is going to dig his spear into you.
Okay.
Wait, are they actually that fucking big?
Yes, they're fucking gigantic.
Oh, that is a miss, sir.
Alright, so you barely dodge in time as this spear radiating light, glances off one of the platings on your armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
these boys got chunky with the divine magic. Alright, Reese, you are up.
That feels so soon. Okay. I'm gonna inspire heroics. My inspire courage. Do. I have to get used to the different symbols still. Woof.
Alright, it fizzles, but you keep the point.
Okay.
Ooh.
But at least inspire courage is up, right?
Yeah, you get
Whee.
your +1s.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
And then
There's one more of you.
I'm gonna wiggle over.
Oh, that's right. We'll get rid
Oh,
of
I'm
it.
on the ruler. Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna move diagonal down here.
Alright.
And then I'm going to harmonize and inspire defense.
Alright.
I should still have 2 actions, right? Because of Tomas?
Yes.
Okay. I can't reach any of these fuckers.
There's one northeast of you.
Yeah, I moved like a dumb. Oh, I can reach him, that's fine. I'm going to cast would I be able to aim a cone at that guy so it didn't hit Lana?
You have the template ruler, so that should be able to help you tell you.
The template ruler I've never used. Woo. Would that work? Sorry, it's like...
Release it.
So, I don't know if I can rotate it or anything like that.
If you drag the center one, you should be able to rotate it.
I think I'm too zoomed out. I don't see a center one.
the one that's on top of you.
Oh.
Yeah, like that dot right there. You should be able to grab that dot and twirl it.
It is not letting me. Now I have like 50 AoEs. Yeah, it's not letting me turn it. But if I did it, if I did it slightly curved more a little bit to the right, no, I'd hit key roll, wouldn't I?
Let me try this. What's the range on it? 30 feet?
It is a 30-foot cone, yeah.
30-foot cone directly north would not hit Lana.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Shadow Blast him.
Alright.
Let's see. I'm gonna make it sonic damage.
Alright.
Sonic boom.
Let's see. It doesn't say what type of save it is, just that it requires a save. I'm guessing
if
it's
you
a
click
dex
on the
save.
spell, it tells you.
It doesn't. I think we ran into the same problem with Shadow Blast last time, but I think it's a dex save.
Can you put it in chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, basic blank.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it was. I had some like weird requirement for it, but okay. Reflex save, you said?
Yeah, probably reflex save if it's basic, I guess.
Oh, it's reflex or will target's choice.
Oh,
Oh. Either one would be a 28. So.
that fails!
Yep.
I don't know what that does on a fail.
Click the damage. All right. There we go.
That doesn't make sense.
Huh?
It shouldn't be one... Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Ignore me.
All right.
My brain is tired.
That is fair. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
All right, Mika, you are up.
Alright. I've only got one fucker near me, so I'm gonna go ahead and smack a battle medicine onto Reeves real fast, since I was already getting out the
Alright.
bandages. Let's see here. I guess just click medicine. Where's my skills? I'll just do the regular DC 20,
All right.
which is a good thing I did that. So we get... I guess I'm having a hard time finding that does again.
Isn't it like 2d8 or something?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Here we go. That's free. That's on. There we go. Let's see here. It's like 2d8 plus something. DC 20 increases whatever I roll by 10.
Additional 5 HP at DC 20.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus
5.
5? Okay. Need to find a way to bookmark that. Alright. I'm just gonna dig out my actual d8 because I don't know how to do that in the system right now.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus 15 because you're medic dedication.
Gotcha. Okay, so that is
Nice.
20 points back.
Hell yeah.
So I rolled kind of bad.
Yeah. We take what we can get here.
Yeah.
And then
Alright.
last 2 bits gonna be spent doing my sudden charge again.
Alright.
Because I think I can get to him there.
Yeah, you should be able to with 2 movements.
Just one, actually. I'll do it.
Oh, cool.
So, dunk. And we go on a swing.
Alright. A 27 does not hit.
That was a pathetic swing. Alright, that's it for my turn.
Alright. Next up, we have Lana.
Alright. Even with the spear kind of going over her shoulder, Lana will kind of have a little moment of hesitation before she actually sheaths Dawnblade and actually goes ahead and swings at the shield bearer with her gauntlets.
Alright.
So just a regular flurry, no key. So swing 1, and then swing 2. Oh, what?
What is this?
Because these have AC tracking on them.
Oh.
Oh.
You don't have to get flanking bonus out of it to me being there, do you?
Well, it's by 5 down, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So
these motherfuckers have 31 AC. These are beefy boys.
Ow.
that they are. Roll me some hits. Or roll me
I
1
will-
damage.
I will roll you exactly 1 hit, so 15. Well, actually, one of those is from Disrupting Runes, so I don't think these things are undead.
Yes.
So that d6 was 4 of that damage, so 11 damage.
Alright.
It does need to make a fort save, though.
Alright. And
Is it the same level as her?
Yes.
The good sir has stunned for 3 actions.
That's rough, buddy.
Fuck this guy in particular.
So yeah, her punch just kind of catches him in like a vulnerable spot of the armor and just kind of paralyzes him briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Does she see these guys over on the cliffs right here? 3.
Yes.
All right. Lana is going to briefly tag out and just go, I'm gonna leave this one to you. I don't want to leave the ranged people all on their own with them bigger, scarier ones with the big swords. And for her second action, she will winding flow to take 1 step. Can she step into this tile?
Yes.
Okay, and then she'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. How much movement speed do you have? You have 50, so like 50.
Alright.
And then her third action. Yeah, she'll just kind of cruise up here and just kind of be on standby.
Alright.
And that'll be her turn.
Alright. So, similar trick. Raises his shield. And Blink teleports. Oh, no, don't select Lana, too. We don't want to yeet Lana into the abyss.
You don't?
He appears behind Reese and Reeves, but he swings on Reese.
Lot of help.
What? How did he get there? Oh wait, probably the same trick he did on me, huh?
That hits, making sure it's not a crit.
Oh, it's not a crit.
No.
Gracie's not that low.
Sometimes it feels like it.
Alright. That is his
Ow.
turn. Reeves, you are up.
Ow.
Well, so much for my plan. He's going to dart forward and try to get him with his bayonet.
He's directly on top of you.
Wait, is he?
Yeah, he's just north of you.
Yeah, bayonet, not
Okay.
crossbow.
Gotcha, okay.
Let's see. 35?
Hit.
And let's go for a second strike. 33?
Hit.
$34.
Alright.
And for his last action, he's going to do battle assessment.
Oh, wait, 1 sec. On that second strike, he is going to shield block it, reducing the damage by 20, so I'll give him that back.
Oof.
Okay. And you said battle assessment?
Yeah, also since he got hits on it, does that mean he can reload the crossbow for free? Or how does that interact with the clip?
You can put 2 bolts back in.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that.
Yep.
I'm all empty on water. I'll be back in a second, you guys. I mean, I'm not taking off the headset, so.
Wireless life.
These big boys seem to be a bit slow despite their teleportation magics, so it seems like reflex is their weakest saving throw. Where is it?
Wow. Wow, no wonder you guys need that teleportation magic. You must not really be light on your feet, huh?
And they appear to have a weakness to evil, which isn't exactly something you guys are prepared to exploit.
7.
Alright. Next up is the big boys. What's the range on this? Tell me your range, please. Oh, there it is. Range is... Oh, okay, 120 feet. So, from the perch where he is, the easternmost Red Knight extends his hands out and rips one of the trees out of the earth with his hand, and then lobs it towards the center of you guys like a javelin. From his grip, it ignites. Reeves.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, that hits. Die.
You turn towards the source of the noise and get
What?
bludgeoned in the chest by a fucking burning tree trunk for 26 points of damage. And then the boy is going to hop down and start dragging the sword in your direction. What's your speed, sir? Okay, normal. No, don't throw Reeves into the abyss. Okay.
It's a little too soon for that.
Yep. And then his friend.
Mika just healed that damage.
Yeah, well, that's the life we live here. Alright. The creature, this guy is going to hop down and start walking towards you menacingly, Wolf, and as he approaches, he runs his hand across the greatsword, and it just leaves a trail of flame in his wake before he steps up. Wait, what's the range on this boy? Does he even need... Oh, no, he doesn't need to. Lol. He gets to about here before planting his feet and just swinging down this titan of a blade on top of you. .34 hits. And Wolf gets clocked for 25 points of damage.
Fuck.
They chonk.
Yeah.
Hey, Chong.
Is that all you got?
He does not respond. Wolf, you're up.
Okay. You know what? Fuck this guy in particular. I'm angry. So, I'm gonna move there. You know what? You know what's gonna happen here?
Yep.
This bitch is getting a power attack. Alright.
Roll me a will save first.
Ah, shit.
Alright, you're good. Alright, roll me that power attack.
Oh, okay.
That's what we'd like to see in this house. That's a crit. Oh, fucking Christ.
Fuck you, Matt. Alright. Well,
Alright,
actually,
I want you to
fuck
hover over... can you see this? Okay. I want you to see
Yeah.
what Wolf does to me. Okay, you looking at that health bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what Wolf does to me.
Woof! Woof!
It's so dumb.
It's simple but effective.
smash. All right. I
Alright.
slash and smash. That's his
And
turn
if
now.
you noticed, it auto-updated your power attack because your power attack is now 2d12.
Oh my god, it did.
So you do 4 fucking d12 damage when you power attack.
God.
What the hell? On a crit.
No,
Wait, what?
4d12 is base power attack damage.
Shit. What?
I mean, that's power attack, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's 2 actions for a single swing. It just goes well as your opening round because you don't have any penalties, so it's a higher chance of critting.
Right. So it adds additional damage dice?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. It's in theory weaker than swinging twice if both hits would hit, but for one single swing, it's really strong.
Oh.
All right. And back with that, we're at the top of the turn order. Content that the others are down, Kirol is going to charge off and go deal with this man here. And keep him from getting to the party. Alright. You see ice rapidly beginning to form over the guy's armor as Kirol fights him. Alright, Tomas, you're up.
Okay.
Roll me a will save.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Oh god, where'd it go? Ha! Fuck.
Oof.
You feel compelled to attack the shield bearer north of you. You take a -1 to all attack rolls, spell rolls, and damage rolls for any other target other than them. And you cannot do hostile actions against anybody other than them because you critically failed.
Okay. But I can still continue, like, with my,
Assistance,
Oh.
yes.
yeah. Okay, so that changes my plan with that very, very nice lineup you gave me.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep singing then,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll move my hunt target to that guy.
Alright.
That's the one by Reeves, right?
Yes.
Alright, and then I'll take 2 shots at him.
Alright.
That's a 38
Hit.
and a 34.
Hit. Alright. He eats both of them with his shield and takes 9 damage total.
Bitch.
Yep. That is the unfortunate reality of shield units.
He's a booch.
And you notice that unlike most fighters, he isn't tired after taking the first hit to the shield. He just keeps on tanking literally every single hit behind it. The shield seems a bit scuffed, but it seems like it's going to be holding out for a while longer. Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's my 3 actions.
Alright, that man's stunned. Reese, you're up. Everybody's
Done.
buffs will drop unless you want to reapply them.
Yep, and I'm gonna try heroics again.
Alright.
Here we go, baby.
41.
That'll do it.
Enjoy your 1 turn of +3?
Yep. Alright.
Oh, Matt, should it have been 10 damage then? Because, oh no, it would have calculated Reese's in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it auto-calculates in the game.
Okay. I always forget because I roll by hand
Yeah.
for my attacks.
Alright.
And I'm going to, I'm gonna step this way.
Yep. Are you keeping defense up or should I drop it?
I'm about to redo it.
Alright.
So gonna harmonize inspire defense.
Alright. I'll keep that up. And you got 1 action left.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump a magic missile into my wand.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know how to customize the magic missile damage in this.
It's weird. You're just gonna have to roll damage for each bolt you fire.
So, bolt number 1. Whoop. Why won't
Who
you?
are you
Oh, there we
firing
go.
at?
This guy over here.
Okay. So hit me damage twice if you're using your wand.
Beep. Beep. I am using my wand.
Alright.
Them happy 6 damage.
Dink dink. He can't block force damage with a shield. Loser.
Exactly!
Get fucked.
Nerd.
Alright. We are on to Mika. The guy north of you is very heavily injured and coming out of his stun.
Alright, we gonna swing.
And we swing.
We swing once. That's not gonna make it, is it?
Just shy.
God damn it. Alright. Try a second time.
Just hits.
Sweet.
Alright. He tries to block the hit, but you double fist it and just smash through his defenses. And he cracks and crumbles and topples down to his knee.
Alright. Not dead, but...
Unconscious.
Oh, okay.
You got one action left.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Trying to think if I should smack him or go help out with the other one. Oh. He's out of the fight for the moment. I'm gonna go chunk over here and
Alright.
see if I can give a hand.
Alright. Next up in the turn then is Lana.
Lana's gonna wiggle her way. Well, as soon as I can actually pick her. Excuse me. Wiggle her way on back here.
Yep.
And she's gonna give him that all 100% organic homegrown flurry.
Alright, roll me them hits.
Alright, strike uno.
Uno mas.
And strike dos, because that's probably a miss, right?
Correct.
Dual mas.
Ah!
That's a hit though.
Wee! So that'll be minus 6. That's 14 damage. And then I might just take the disrupting room off the calculations, because, like,
Yeah, for time being.
yeah. How do I do that? We'll do it later. But yeah, so that's 14 damage and a fort save, please.
Sir, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big save.
Mm-hmm.
She might go ahead and just try to strike one more time, just to see what happens. That's a no.
Hey Kevin.
Hey Sam.
A way to do the disrupting thingy. I know for my bow, I have 2 different like inventory items, so I can like differentiate between when I'm hunt targeting and when I'm not. So you can always do
Oh.
another one for like when you're fighting undead. I just thought I would let you know that before I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's go that route. So, the Silver Order Shield Bearer is going to cast True Strikes on himself. And then follow up on Reeves. So, which of these is highest? 34.
That's
So
a
no
hit.
crit. We roll that damage.
Here it is.
And second swing is a miss.
Alright, give me just a second. I'm gonna roll damage on my fist real quick just to see. Okay, cool.
Hell yeah. Alright. Next up is Reeves.
It's like, wow. As he gets smashed, like, wow, you didn't even go for the person flanking you. Ow.
Right.
Is there a way to like circumvent the shield block in any way?
Not really, it's a free action on his part.
Okay. How does disarming work?
It's an athletics check that you have to be
Have
trained in
his
athletics to
shield.
make.
Okay. Well,
You have to critically succeed an athletics check to disarm them.
okay. Well, I
Or-
determined earlier that he is very bad at reflex.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just. Let's see. How badly injured does he look?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna attack with his bayonet.
Alright.
26.
Unfortunately not.
I'm thinking we'll hero point that. 28.
Just shy, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, he's gonna try again. 31.
That hits.
$30.
Alright. And his shield is starting to crack under the weight of the damage. But he is looking pretty close. You're not sure what's going to get first.
He's just gonna Hail Mary it at this point. Nope.
Yep. Alright. Next up, we have some fights between back and forth. You see Keyroll take a bit of a hit, but nothing super worrisome. Go. And then back to this. What's this? Right. What is? He is going to take a 5. Oh no, he doesn't even need to take a step. Perfect. So, you see the flames on his sword ignite. And he is going to Flaming Stroke. So, that is a 39 against each of you. So that's a crit on Reese and a hit on Wolf. So, that's going to be 10 fire. What the fuck?
Oh. Let me check something real quick.
Okay, you need to heal that back, sir. Sorry. I applied that weird. Okay, there we go. And then...
I'm gonna cast Rebounding Barrier.
Alright.
So I gain... you gain resistance 10 against 1 physical damage type the triggering attack deals.
Okay.
And your attacker takes 5 damage of the same type.
Would physical not just be slashing, piercing, blunt, or?
They are still taking slashing damage from this.
Oh.
Okay, and he takes 5. Alright, you still take this.
Well, I'm glad I used that.
Alright.
Jesus.
Yep. Okay. Does Inspire Defense give you damage resistance too?
Let me check. Gain a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws, as well as resistance equal to half the spell's level to physical damage.
Okay.
So, half the spell's level. I'm guessing my focus spells would be the same level as me? Not me, my highest spell level.
Yeah.
So, half of 5.
3 because it rounds up. Okay.
So, it's not much, but it's something.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll give Reeves back 3 HP as well, because I'm pretty sure he got hit once while under that. There we go. Alright, so not as bad, but still goofy. Alright.
Ouchies.
Wolf, you are up.
Hey.
Hey.
Good gamers. Alright. Wolf is going to patch himself up. Wait, I can do that, right? Battle medicine on myself?
Yeah, as long as Mika hasn't battle medicined you yet.
Nope, I have not yet.
You do a medicine, right? Or no?
Let's see. Alright. Yep, so that's gonna be a critical check. So you gain... Oh, what was it? Medicine skills... Medicine... treat wounds. 4d8 plus 20. So, slash roll 4d8 plus 20.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yep, there you go.
He's gonna activate his trinket.
Okay, oops.
He is going to swing. Or pretty much. Straight.
That's a hit. Roll me damage. And the boy goes down. Okay. They are unconscious. Alright. Back to the top of the turn order. The man in the corner continues getting rocked out of existence.
That's fucking awesome. What the fuck?
I mean, Keyroll is literally a god.
Oh, I meant battle medicine's badass. I didn't
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
realize it could be that strong.
It can be pretty sick.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Tomas, you're up.
Okay.
Bring him down, Legolas. Bring
Yeah.
him down.
I need him dead so that hopefully I can hit other things. So I'm gonna keep singing, and I'm gonna start with a 100 shot on him. So it'll be
That
2
Alright.
hits.
That went finally failed his death save back there.
No, it's not dead. They're unconscious. I'm just marking them so they don't trigger turns.
I've rolled a lot of axolotls tonight, but that's
Alright.
a 40.
Roll me that crit.
I have another hit that goes with this attack at the same time. So let me roll
Alright.
that real quick. 27, so that doesn't hit.
It does not. Even with the buff.
40.
He tries to block it, but it just, because of all the damage it's taken from Reeves, the shield shatters under the weight of the impact and the bolt digs into his arm. And he tries to raise his shield again, but collapses into the earth.
Tomas is gonna turn around to hunt target one of the other fuckers and be like, oh, wait, shit.
I loosened it.
You did, Reeves.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
So,
They're not actually dead, they're just unconscious.
they're unconscious at the moment. You do see frost building up on their armor, though, and the flames on their weapons dying out as the temperature drops around them further. And you see them slowly being entombed like the others. As Keyroll starts heading back to you guys.
Reeves voices no objections.
Wait, what are you doing?
Keeping them entombed here until this war is over. And then they'll be set free once the enchantments end.
Wait, that's what happens to them?
Ideally, that is what was promised to us. Whether that will be the case remains to be seen.
So they can be helped once they're in this state.
Once Ethos, or Eber, releases them from this state, they should be free. At least that is what they have told us. What they have promised will happen to our people when they are done assisting them in war, should they join.
Well, he hasn't given us a lot of reason to trust him, but
No, he has not.
I guess a promise is better than nothing.
Reese is gonna plunk down in the snow.
Alright.
Promises from them and their lineage mean next to nothing.
Yeah?
I mean, they're pressing them into servitude, Lana.
I know, but trust me, I'm not. Look, I worry for them is all.
Look, Kirill said it'll be fine.
I just wish they'd let us be. It's not like we're not doing the same thing they are.
Right?
Gotta love that godly arrogance.
Ethos has only ever cared for the overall existence of his creations, not their day-to-day existences. And if Eber is anything like his predecessor, he could not care less what happens outside of Brescia. Until given reason to believe otherwise, my people, and I suggest you do the same, will retain their independence.
Well, that was never a question.
Yeah. Well, good to know that underneath the ice and their armor, they're going to be breathing still, or at least held in stasis. And that avoids having to debate the ethical concern of it for the time being.
So long as they're in that armor, it will sustain them, and once the spell ends, so will mine.
Excellent.
Right.
Okay, I'm good with that. Thank you.
Do you all need a moment to recover before we set out on our journey?
Yes.
Or two,
Going
or
to patch
20.
people up here.
Yeah,
Alright.
I could use some care.
I can patch.
I got more boo-boos.
I can patch 4 of you up at once, so get over here.
Lana plops down all on her own and just kind of goes to meditate.
Alright.
Reese is also gonna try and refocus while he's being tended to.
So
Tomas is just gonna climb onto Reese's lap and like try to will away his anxiety.
Ow! Ow!
You're fine.
Where the heck is treat wounds? How do I... How do you put actions down on that bar again?
You drag them.
Drag and drop.
Alright, it doesn't seem to want to let me bring treat wounds down there, so...
If it's been down there before and then you took it off, you'll have to like delete it from your sheet and then do it again because it gets a little funky.
It's not actually on
Yeah.
the sheet, I'm digging it out of the compendium.
That's probably why I don't think you can drag something directly from your compendium. So drag it to your onto your character sheet, and then from your character sheet onto the
Alright.
hotbar. That should do it.
Alright, let's try that. Let's see
Did that do it?
well, it's at least in my actions, but I still have to do something different. So, alright, we'll do it this way. Skills, medicine check. We'll just try for a DC 21 here. Let's see.
I really need to remember to use Victorious Vigor. Keep forgetting I have that.
Yep.
Put it on your hotbar.
So let's see, how much do I heal when I do that?
Oh, that's neat. I didn't realize it did that for the. I'll have to start that. It is not 54 degrees out.
Okay, so it'll be plus 2d8 plus 15, or that's not critical success, is it?
Were you rolling for master or expert?
I was rolling just the DC 20, basic.
Then that's a crit.
Oh, okay.
So that's 4d8 plus 30.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Woof.
How do you... There's a dice roller in this, isn't there?
Slash roll 4d8 plus 20.
So 39 points to 4 people who need it.
Key roll auto regens.
Okay, so I guess Reeves, Reese, and Wolf.
Yep. And Lana can get her like 2 missing HP back.
Yeah.
No, you can't use it on me, can you? 'Cause I already used it on
Mika,
me.
I'm just
Mika
doing a
fucking
regular-
just comes. Mika just like stops by Lana and just like slaps a little like tiny band-aid on her forehead.
I'm doing a regular treat wounds. This is not battle medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're out of the fight, so I'm doing my trauma ward thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So, does anything else happen while they're having their break net?
No.
Okay. Well then, fun fact, everyone. It takes Lana like another minute or two longer than usual to refocus.
Oh, I already reapplied mine back, Matt.
Oh, whoops.
I'll just
Yeah.
put it back.
Yeah.
Why is that, Kevin?
I don't know. It just takes
Weird.
a minute longer. Weird.
Alright. So, once you guys wrap up, you begin resuming your movement north with Keyrol. And as the sun begins to set over the horizon, he thinks that you guys have set up a good area for camp, and that just beyond here there might be some good places to set up an ambush.
Alright.
I could use some sleep.
Get some sleep and then trap us a demon.
How exciting.
It's exciting if it gets us to the end of this shenanigans. Not that it's not interesting seeing everywhere in the world that I never thought existed, but, you know, a little bit less urgency would have been nice.
Wolf is just helping wherever he can with like setting up the spot and shit.
Tomasa's gonna tell everybody he's gonna slide out a little bit to find some shit to make more cold iron blanch.
Alright, give me a survival check.
That is a 37.
Whoops. Alright. Are you expert or master?
Survival?
Yeah.
Master.
You find 8 gold worth of regions.
How much, since he only sleeps for 2 hours, how much would he be able to make if he just spent the rest of his night going through that?
How much does each cold blanch cost?
It costs 6 and he already had 5 gold worth in his inventory.
You can make both of them.
Okay. So that's just 2 more vials?
Yep.
So he's got 1 gold left. Okay.
Oh, you know, what'd be really cool for this. Unless they already have it, like a market system, Matt. That'd be really cool.
What's up?
Like that you could just make a list that we can just click buy on and shit. Or is that already a thing?
We could do it with journals theoretically, but I'd have to set up the shop list beforehand, and that's maddening. Because there's so many items.
It's also Mattening.
Haha.
That's your, get it? Because that's your name.
Yep. Alright. So, you guys are free to rest up for the night. And what did I do? Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass is what I did. Players. I set up the area that Kiral thinks might be a good spot for you guys to trap him.
You do not own any vision or token with vision in the scene.
Oh, fucking. Hold on.
That's a very black screen.
Yep. I have to move all the stuff off your characters.
Man, that moved so much faster in a room with internet.
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh, pretty. Man, I don't know how this all adds up to the shit I like. We're fighting fucking night bitches. We're fighting creepy flesh monsters. We're in a snow biome.
Well, yeah,
You
it's
like
it's
snow
the wolf arc.
biomes?
I love snow biomes.
It's like
I didn't know that.
it's like the universe and somehow engineered itself to do something that fits.
I
your
know
character
it was all
thematically.
Matt. It's just it's impressive how spot on it is. All right.
Alright. So, as the beast is getting closer in the morning, Kiral is going to point you in the direction here, but say he's going to remain back from this point in case the beast arrives. He doesn't want to be caught off guard by it. But he recommends this region for you and says based on the estimates provided by Zara, it should be there within an hour at most. At the current speed it's been moving.
What direction is it coming from?
It'll be coming from the north.
The north.
Alright, do you guys still want me to try to pull it in, or, is that over?
It sounds like it's already coming this way, but be ready to get his attention, maybe. Where are
I'm-
we setting up and where?
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, we should encourage it to approach us. And into
If
the
you want
trap.
to set up one of your welcoming parties, I can try to encourage it to go through that.
Sure. Let's pick a spot.
Alright. So I will give you guys up to an hour to make preparations here. If you push to the full extent of the hour, we will check times and see if it arrives in the middle of your prep.
Okay. And Reeves, you said you are doing snare stuff?
Correct.
Wolf will help you in whatever way he can.
Okay.
Wolf has like hunting snare experience, not like crazy shit like you do, but he's trapped animals, I guess.
So you can't set up traps yourself, but you can assist him with like the heavy lifting of like getting rocks and tree branches and stuff into place.
Yeah. Yeah, Reeves has technically never hunted before, but he's played pranks and done his shit to people.
Yeah. So we'll put it this way: if you guys have recommendations on where you think Reeves should place traps, you can give those to him.
Yes.
And just assist him with any of the physical work. So
Might be good to set something up down at the bottom of the cliff here, and maybe some of our range folks can set up on top of the cliff. The rest of us can keep them down here.
Well, he's approaching from the north, and I wouldn't want him to get wind of us.
Just hoping we can follow him around somehow. Crap in the way, I don't know.
I think if we... I almost feel like we should lure him into a spot that will be... I don't know. This wide open space, I don't think that's a great way that... I don't think allowing it too much freedom of movement is going to be helpful for us.
No, not with the range it's got.
We should corner it over here. Try to get it in this area right here.
Alright. See. Alright, so what's everyone thinking? I can set some traps up to just damage it, or we can do some other fun stuff.
Tell me the fun stuff, Reeves.
Well, we could trip it up. Make it and if we manage to tangle it up, you and Mika will have a much easier time wailing into it for a bit.
Hey, Rabes.
Yes, Tomas?
I haven't made my poisons for the day, and I've got one I can make that creates like a dazzling yellow cloud. Any chance you could use that? I could make some.
Would Reeves be able to kind of hook that up to one of his snares?
A yellow musk vial, Matt?
Yeah.
we could apply it to one of the striking snares if you want to do it that way.
Okay.
How many poisons can I can make 3, right?
I forget the exact count.
I'll find it. It's in here somewhere.
Kira already left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's a beast, do you think, even as a greater sin, do you think it would be prone to run away if we injure it too badly?
Have any of the other sins tried to run away?
No, but this one's might as well be a wild animal, so just a thought. If you don't think it's anything to worry about, then we don't need to worry about it.
If it acts like an actual predator, its instincts would be to survive, so...
So it's more likely to go through us to survive than just to run away.
Depends how ravenous it is, Reeps.
Fair point.
I'd say prepare for either situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sephi.
Yes.
Tomas, after spending time making up some poisons, is gonna hand you 7 vials of yellow musk.
Oh boy.
Have fun, Reeves.
Ha
Wolf is also going to take this time to use the grave root, I think? No. Yeah. Right, which one's the fucking crazy one that you gave me?
Okay, so the idea is we're going to try and. Oh, go ahead.
I probably gave you grave root. Do you have? I don't remember what you told me. Do you have a cold iron blanch, Nathan?
I do not.
Oh, Tomas will hand you one.
I've got a spare one too. If anyone wants one, because I've got 2 of them.
But yes, the plan is. How do you fucking ping in this?
Click and hold.
Yeah, in that area.
Okay, so we want to trap him against the cliff.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, in that case, Reese will probably try to hide a snare in the snow, probably around here.
Okay.
He'll put
Around
his
here, you said?
Yeah, he'll put his second large striking snare there.
Alright. This is a new day, by the way.
New day.
Lana can jump really high, right?
She's pretty good at jumping.
Okay. Nathan's brain is saying use Lana to bait it there and then Lana jump, but I don't know.
Oh, Lana will absolutely fucking clear that snare. Like, that's not even a question.
Oh no, not this.
Okay,
I think
in which
you could
case-
dodge a snare. It's more jumping up here, getting away from it.
Okay. Well, Reeves has 6 snares to work with. 2 points per large snare. So we have 4 points left.
Okay.
I'm just going to click all my options.
It was a striking snare, you said?
Yeah, it's this one.
Yep. Trying to see if I could add it. Let's do it this way.
There's caltrop snares.
Does that do damage or just hold them or just slow them down?
It's a caltrop, so I would assume there's some damage involved.
Yep. Hampering snare slows them down.
There we go.
I guess if it's not fucking nuts, maybe put one down like in this region in case it does try to run.
Yeah. I think putting one there to kind of deal damage to it. Also, do something so we can keep our backline safe.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe we deploy like a large hampering snare. Maybe up here.
Yeah.
Just have everyone else hang back.
I like that plan.
So I have 2 points left.
I don't know if anything over here will be dangerous, but it's a pretty open area. Something might be good over there, potentially.
Yeah.
We could possibly set up, drag some debris over there to kind of funnel it a little bit. Maybe not like an actual trap, maybe over there or here, possibly to keep from running around toward the cliff.
Yeah, there's an idea.
You said we have an hour to set this all up?
You could push for up to an hour. I have to roll if you start taking past a certain amount of time.
Okay.
Go. So I have your poisoned snare, your hampering snare on the maps.
Neat. Book in the middle of it.
That's so cool you knew that.
Mm-hmm. That's for me to remember.
Are you saying that we're not doing this fight this week, Matt?
No.
That's
I
crazy.
think Reeves is just going to set up another poison snare here, just in case it doesn't go for the bait immediately.
Another big one.
Yeah. Another striking snare here.
Yeah. Let me post what that poison I gave you does. just
Oh,
so
I
you
have it.
check.
If you
Okay.
look at the journal entry, you can just click on the musket potion. It tells you what it is.
It doesn't actually let me click on that journal entry. Or it does, but it doesn't do anything.
Double click it.
Oh, I don't see the poison.
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
Yellow musk.
Oh,
nasty.
poison.
Yeah, hampering snare doesn't have poison. The other two do.
Okay. Would the DC, because I made it, still be my class DC? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, that's all Reeves' snare points.
All right. All right. So we'll say that took like 15-20 minutes of discussion. So that gives you a bit of time if you guys want to start getting into position.
So which direction are we expecting him to come from?
From the top of the map.
Yeah, top of the map, up
Okay.
here somewhere.
God, map viewer.
I guess we should move back.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna want to tempt it down here somehow. I don't want to stand in the middle and yell at it, but
Well, if you just want to hang out behind the snares, I'll just kind of pull it through them. I'd be surprised if it could outrun me.
All right. So everybody happy with those starting positions?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now I see why you guys are so excited to push this shit. God damn it.
What?
Oh, and we go like extra long?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I unfortunately cannot go extra long because I have work in exactly 8 hours.
Yeah. I also don't want to reset all of its progress.
7 hours
Oh, it's progress.
with her eyes.
Oh,
My
nice.
eyes.
Oh!
All right. So everybody is getting back into position. We'll say you guys get a quick prep round at the start next week, but I'll give you a brief little preview because after about another 15 minutes, you start hearing heavy, rapid thudding from the north as if something was running towards you all. And you see something break through the tree line, not by slipping through the trees, but by smashing through and tossing one of them aside as it comes in from the north.
Holy shit.
That thing is
That's-
fucking cool.
Medalist.
Hot.
Let me send
Boyfriend
you the full
material.
picture of what Wrath looks like.
Please.
There we go. That's not the right URL.
No.
I'm not memeing.
Hakuna Matata.
There we go.
Oh dear.
Hot.
Boyfriend!
So Beast is gay, technically, maybe? I don't know. Not accurate. That's a lot of spice.
He's hot as shit. What the fuck? That's entirely my aesthetic. I would bang the shit out of that.
No. It will bang the shit out of you.
Oh, even better.
All right.
Oh, it looks
So
sick.
it lets. So as it sprints in from the north, you can see this trail of viscera leaking behind it as it wears a heavily worn and damaged iron collar around its neck, and you can see its throat flayed wide open. As it comes to a stop at the top of the cliff and quickly begins swinging around the sides. Before turning and locking eyes with you, Lana, and dropping down to all fours for a second before lumbering upwards, standing nearly 12 feet tall as it locks eyes with you and lets out this airy, guttural roar.
Oh dear.
It is not happy at your existence. And we'll deal with that next week.
Run.
Yeah, basically.
Fan self in my corner.
Alright.
Dude, back off my sin, dude.
No.
Fuck off.
You already had yours.
Yeah.
Alright. So, we get to look forward to another fun boss fight next week. You saw that Silver Order Knights aren't complete jobbers anymore. And we got to know a little bit more about the pupper.
Mm-hmm.
Good pupper.
Yes. So, we'll put a tab in it here and pick up next week. I'll have you guys do any prep round that you want to do when you first see this guy started, and then we'll roll in so we can get going. Well, not next week, sorry.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, let's
so-
Pathfinder on Christmas. Oh,
After Christmas week, I will ping us to see if people would prefer New Year's Day or the week afterwards. So we'll see how that goes. But all in all, enjoyed the last session of the year, and I look forward to seeing you all again in 2021.
Oh,
Hell
don't
yeah.
do this. No.